Welcome to the 90-day Epic Life Journal. This is a first look at this journal, and it's to get you to start thinking about what you're going to achieve in this next 90 days. So the first question is, who are you? Why are you here? We're going to talk about this a lot, but this is just some space in the journal to start thinking, to start writing some ideas down. We're looking for I am statements. So there's a little bit here just to start getting your document in place. Your document is going to be a collective of all of your I am statements. So this is the journal. This is a little intro here. It's to help you get clarity, to help you have some discipline and keep accountable, and to help you with your mindset and to integrate into our coaching. So when you start noticing things, challenges, beliefs, whatever, you can bring it to your coaching session and we can address the challenges that you're having. So just a bit about how to start. The core value is super important. You've really got to get these into your state of being. The start, the most important, is that you have integrity, that I keep an honor my word always with action. And in the event you're human and you don't keep your word occasionally, and I mean like show up for your appointments, I mean do everything that you say you're going to do, from your fitness to brushing your teeth to waking up in the morning to getting that piece of work done to putting the video out on social media to whatever it is, just keep and honor your word always with action. In the event you do not honor your word, if you fall short, don't hide. Step up, take responsibility, course correct, and restore trust through action. Think about, who are you actually restoring trust with? It's not with me. It's with you. It's with the self. You need to back yourself. As an entrepreneur, as an ambitious person, you've got to back yourself. That is probably one of the number one things that we need to be able to do. Radical responsibility. I am responsible for everything in life. No blame, no excuses. Pissed off for someone else? Then you need to look at yourself. There's only three states, three people's businesses that you can be in. You can be in your business, you can be in someone else's business, or you can be in God's business. If you don't use the word, if you don't, resonate with the word God, just nature or whatever, universe, whatever you believe, those are the only three businesses you can be in, and you can't do anything about nature or someone else. So look at yourself, look at your own business. We need to be aligned. We've got to be unapologetically authentic and always act in alignment with who we truly are. You're going to get feedback if you're not. It's not going to feel right, and you're going to get some feedback from other people and yourself. Some of the things that we are going to need to do is going to require a lot of courage. So we need to move forward in spite of fear. The courage might mean putting the video out, putting yourself out there, talking to someone, talking to a stranger, investigating how you feel about something. That's the kind of courage that I'm talking about. So those are my values. If you don't like any of them and you haven't signed up yet, then don't sign up, because we're not going to get on well if you don't adhere to these values and you don't like them for whatever reason. You won't have a great experience. You won't have a great coaching experience, and you probably won't get the transformation you're looking for. So next part is the Super 6 Wellbeing Check. There's 6 categories, hence there's 6. There's 5 points in each category. So how do I in my movement, do I walk at least 7,000 steps a day outside if possible? If I don't know the answer, just you get a 0. You're never, sometimes, often. So you start adding up your scores. Do that for your nourish, your recover, protect, and connect. And then think. So you add all those up, you stick them onto this graph here so you can see the areas that you obviously need to work on. And then just for your reference, this is the wellness paradigm. On the left, we've got premature death. On the right, we have exceptional well-being. Likely that your score will relate somewhere on this chart. So if you're getting a lot of signs and symptoms, you're probably scoring like less than 16. If you're relatively healthy and you're okay, like you're probably on the right hand side, 20 plus. So this is just an interesting little the wellness paradigm, which I quite like. You're never on it or off it. You're always sliding up and down. So, but from doing that quiz, write your top 3 insights, the top 3 things that you can work on to elevate your score. Because if you do this every single 90 days, every year, that's 12 points. So you can get quite far in a year. Then we have the life audit. On this, you're just going to grade your satisfaction 1 to 10. We've probably already talked about a lot of this, and you probably already have a good feeling, but it's just a sense check. So grade your satisfaction 1 to 10, and then put an arrow in each box as to whether it's going up or down. The reason these arrows are already here is because it's telling you that health and well-being is the core. That's where your energy is kind of made. Your resilience is made. The stronger your health, the stronger your nervous system, the more you can handle, the more stress you can handle with money, the more stress you can handle in relationships, in your career, etc. So that's why we're focusing on the health and well-being as a priority. And again, any insights that you have, just stick them down the bottom for discussion. And we should be starting to think of goals now, things that we really want to improve. This is another thing that I've added recently, which I quite like. So it says, are you above the line or below the line? The line is just the bar that you have for yourself. So faith, family, finance, fitness, fulfillment. Am I above the bar or below the bar in my faith, in my family, in my fitness? Like, you know where your bar is. Am I feeling fit at the moment? No, then I'm below the bar. So now, again, it's just another sense check just to see where you're at, and will help you start setting some insights and some goals. If you've already done one of these, then list your wins. Create your wins, gains, and gratitudes list from the last quarter. We want to reread this list because it builds confidence to help you level up and back yourself. Okay, now we've got the vision organizer. So values, what 3 to 7 words are really important to you about how you live your life? Give a short definition for clarity. So just go ahead, write some words in there. If you know your purpose, if you have a sense of what that is, why are you here? Why is it important to be in good health as it relates to your purpose? Like, why are we focusing on health, and why are we connecting it to the purpose? What would have to happen in 10 to 25 years for you to feel really happy about the progress you have made? What will the date be, roughly? So long range, what would have to happen? I generally think health, wealth, relationships for these things. You've obviously just done an audit, so you have an idea. Now, future identity traits. This is, what do other people see when they look at you? What would you need to be to achieve those things? Who would you need to be? So what's the identity that a successful person in the goal that you've set, what would they have that maybe you don't have right now? If it's more confidence, if it's they're putting themselves out there, which is kind of confidence, whatever it is, they're sticking to the gym habit regularly. Then we're just going down to 3 to 5 years, a 1-year plan, and then now we can be really specific. We want 90-day commitments, specific 90-day commitments. We are committing to create them by when? What's the date? What issues and challenges do you have right now? What do you think about? Why do you think you can't do it? Or why do you doubt it will ever happen? Just write down whatever you can here, because this will give us something to work on during our coaching. And what actions or habits are going to be required for the achievement of your 90-day commitments? Specific things. Be really specific so you know you've done it. There might be some regular habits. So this is just a way of organising your habits. So if you've got the commitment to achieve 12% body fat, one of the things, the specific action is every week you're going to track and record your macros, for example. And then you're going to do that daily. So that's it for the vision.